what's up guys, how's it going? I'm out here in the shop working on Matt's KX450, or Project Big Korea as you guys may know it now on Instagram, and I figured it was a good opportunity to show you guys what I'm doing with his brake systems. It's really simple, really easy. I like showing you guys this stuff so you can do it at home and go ahead and spit shine your own bikes either for free or for really cheap. So anyway, today I am most of the way through Matt's braking systems. Here's a front master cylinder. It's got a nice polish to it. And I'll show you also his front caliper. I haven't polished it yet, and that's been done purposely so I can show you. This bad boy's still full of fluid and I need to prep it, but this is the way the stock caliper looks, the stock alloy. And I'm going to polish it, and all I'm going to do is use a wire wheel. It's really easy. So there are tons of different ways to do it. Guys are cera coating, guys are media blasting. You guys have seen me do that 100 times with brake calipers. This is faster, makes a completely different finish, and if it's something you like, then I suggest you try it. And I will show you how to get into the hard to reach nooks and crannies on these when the wire wheel is either wasted like this one, or too short, or worn out, or whatever. So before I start running Matt's caliper through the wheel, I'm going to go ahead and mask and prep a few things that I don't want to get jacked up by the wire wheel. I'll be removing the hanger. I will likely keep the hanger untouched for a little bit of contrast. You can do whatever you want. That's the cool thing about your project. So in order to remove the hanger, I need to pull this main pin. I need to pull the brake pads out, and once that's done, the hanger will come apart from the caliper, no problem. So you're going to go ahead and then clean the area around where the brake line connects. I like to use something very simple. It's just an old banjo bolt with a little bit of tape. The tape acts as a seal for any residual oil, and nothing will come out while you're wheeling. And if the wheel hits this thing, who cares? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to prep this to keep the debris out. I'm going to remove all the little rubber boots. I'm probably going to tape the nipple here where you bleed the brakes, because I don't want the black color to get wheeled off. And after that, we'll get going. Alright guys, so as mentioned, I went ahead and pulled the hanger apart from the caliper, and I just figured I'd show you the parts that hold this thing together. Really straightforward. Basically, as you saw before, the hanger holds the caliper on a series of pins, like so. This is meant to move. The caliper actually moves while you're riding in and out. And literally, all that holds the two brake pads in are a couple of metal tangs that they ride on. One on top, one below, and this pin below. That's it. You pull this pin, it all falls apart. I've also removed the dust boot here because the wheel will absolutely destroy it. Basically, one of the pins in the hanger rides inside this dust boot. And that's it. So I've also really horribly masked this bleed nipple here. That's all it takes. It's nothing fancy. The banjo bolt is installed, so I won't get any debris in the caliper. That's really important. And as for this pin, I don't care much if the wheel hits it because it's going inside this hanger dust boot here. It'll never be seen again, and it will have a little dab of waterproof grease on it as well. Also, since you have only one pair of eyes, or maybe you're already down to one eye, I don't know, wear safety glasses. This thing shoots wires that hit you in the face like little needles. It doesn't feel good, and if you're too stupid to wear safety glasses, at least stand to the side and you probably won't get hit with these little bastards. Let's do it. You can probably already tell, or at least I hope you can tell, the difference between it already. Getting a nice shine on this bad boy. You can probably see here below where these calipers get really dirty, the difference between the two. The dirt has been removed and the caliper polished on the one side of this bad boy, and we're just going to keep on going. I've not been able to get the wheel down in these deep valleys or behind the banjo bolt, so as I mentioned earlier, I'll show you how to get into these tough little spots where the wheel can't go, and that will basically just require the use of a smaller wire wheel and a drill. Alright guys, so here we are, we're on the bench now. We have a mostly polished up caliper. Looks pretty good, except for I've been unable to get the dirt or factory finish out of these nooks and crannies. So basically all you're going to do now is take your ass down to Harbor Freight or equivalent, and they sell these super cheap packs of wire brushes in different varieties. So you get a little mini disc, a couple little sweepers, whatever you call them. They make finer ones as well. They're brass. The standard, more coarse type are good enough for this. So just throw these in the drill and find one that fits and get in there. That's pretty much it. Some of the areas are so tight on this caliper that I need to move down to a very pointed wire brush. So these are all pretty beat up. Time for new ones. Sun's coming out. You guys can see the shine on that. Pretty nice, not bad. So far the grand total is $0, so that'll be good for Matt's project and offer something a little different. Alright, so Maddie's parts are polished up pretty good. They got a little bit of residue on them, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and reconnect a brand new stainless steel brake line. When you reconnect your old brake line or your new brake line, it doesn't matter if you've removed these bolts, you need to replace the brush washers. You don't want it to leak while you're out at the track and ruin your day, so real simple, cheap part, get it done. And you'll need 4 of these per system. 4 in the front and 4 in the back brake system. I'll go ahead and clean up Matt's original factory banjo bolts, and then I'll use them for the new steel brake line. Right here. So there you have it, nice and shiny, ready to go. Sort of a different look. I want you guys to go ahead and give it a try yourselves, and good excuse to work on your bike, try something different, get a new look, and I really hope you enjoy the videos. And if you'd like to check out mXrevival on Instagram, it's at mXrevival. I'll have some nice high-res photos of you. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great weekend.